Welcome everybody to the first show of Bear Down. This is crazy. This is a show devoted entirely, well, mostly, 98.9% of this show is all about the greatest team in the world, the Chicago Bears. Really quick, I just want to talk a little bit about certain subjects that I've been getting emailed on and stuff, with friends and like our concerns as Bear fans. Our defense was atrocious last year. People want to say and blame it that Urlacher wasn't, powering the middle, but the year before that Urlacher was there and they finished 9-7, and missed the playoffs. So Urlacher, really didn't make a difference the year before that. Last year he came, oh, I feel great, I'm, better than ever. And what happened? He came out against the Green Bay Packers, got hurt. Instead of maybe, because I've seen players cast it up, you got to sit out 4 games, come back in, play. Put it like this, would Ray Lewis just stay out the whole season? No, he wouldn't. I mean, in my opinion, Urlacher's finished. I think he has no heart. I think, he's just playing for a paycheck. Urlacher, if you care about the team, if you care about your fans, try to coach, other linebackers, I mean, you got a couple of them that's, really, really good on the team right now. You got Freeman, you got Nick Roach, he's another good one. But right now, you were a great warrior. And I love to see you dominate the middle the way you have for so many years. But really, I think you're done, man. Look at Ray Lewis. He's older than you, and he's just got a lot more heart than you do. Ray Lewis can run from one side of the field to to the other the way he used to, but do running backs fear him? I feel that they do. They fear Ray Lewis. To just run up the middle. Ray Lewis is gonna knock the snot out of your nose. I don't think anyone fears Urlacher anymore. People on the bright side, people say that Julius Peppers is done. He's not done. And he's going to prove he's not done, by knocking the snot bubbles out of these quarterbacks that he's going to line up against this season. Cutler. I was very excited last season, just like every other Bear fan, to see Cutler finally an awesome quarterback come in. And he proved that he was just another Grossman. Because Grossman, if you remember, the guy everybody hated, to pieces. I was very upset every time I saw Grossman lose a game for us, but in reality, he threw a lot of picks, but he threw a lot of touchdowns too. And last year, Cutler looked a lot like Grossman to me, but that's just my opinion. Hopefully this year it'll be different. You've got Mike Martz now, offensive guru from his days with the Rams. He had the greatest show on turf going on, with that offense, and it was really cool too. Was Cutler went out and just got, Kurt Warner on the horn, and he just started asking questions. Listen, Kurt, do you think you can, help me out with this, offensive scheme that, Martz is running here, because I'm not familiar with it, So that shows, character. He wants to do better, and that's great, because Warner is headed to the Hall of Fame, and he's been to a couple of Super Bowls, I think 3. He won 1, but he's been to 3. And, that's great. As far as the offense, the Bears, come on, man. The only real person we could count on last year was, in my opinion, Olsen. Hester caught, Hester is really good too. Don't get me wrong. But Olsen was, the go-to guy. And they're having a couple of problems now because Olsen doesn't typically in Mike Martz's offenses, his schemes, the tight ends usually block more than what they catch. So, he's not feeling that. Olsen's really not feeling that. But let's see what happens. I have great faith, in that. Lovie Smith is probably arguably one of the worst coaches in the NFL. I think the Bears are better off getting rid of Lovie Smith, and that's just my opinion. I'm tired of seeing lost games that we could have won and we lost, and then hearing this garbage. We've got a lot more football to play, and we didn't get what we wanted done today, but we've got a lot more football to play. And our guys had a lot of character. We hung in there, but lucky for us, we've got a lot more football to play. No. That's already done. Me as a Bear fan, I'm sick of hearing that, okay? I mean, I'm sick of having these arguments with my brother, who's a Steeler fan, of course. And, I have nothing to say. The Steelers have been champions for the longest. And, well, not for the longest, but they've had their share of rings. The Bears only have one. So, and they happen to have that rapist over there in, Pittsburgh. So hopefully they get rid of him and, Palomalu can't do it all. So yeah. Sorry, Ray. Anyway, so getting back to the Bears, just really excited, with this new year coming, and really excited on that wide receiver that the Bears have. Okay, that I don't know where the hell this guy came from. All the Bear fans know who I'm talking about. His first name is Devin. His last name is Aramishu or Amarashu or Omanakafisai, whatever his last name is. All right, I know you geek Bear fans. He's a Bear fan. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't even know the players' names. Excuse me. It's a weird name. It's Amarishadu or something like that. I mean, it took me a while to be able to pronounce Tino Isamoa. So Amarishadu, whatever the hell his name is, his first name's Devin, and he's the truth. Okay. I mean, Cutler found him in the game against the Lions. Cutler found him in the game against the Vikings. The last game that the Vikings lost, it was because of this wide receiver. He's like 6'2", 6'3". He's fast as hell. And my prediction right here on Bear Down, you're going to see a lot more of this guy. He's going to be catching a lot of touchdowns. And he's going to be, really the Bears' leading receiver. Ahead of Hester. That's just my prediction. But, we seem to be looking pretty good with this guy in the lineup. So that's pretty much it. Please send your emails to bearfannation@hotmail.com. bearfannation@hotmail.com. If you got anything to say about what I said, about Urlacher, about the defense, about, Lovie Smith, if you agree, if you don't agree, it's cool. All right? But, just, keep up with this show because I'm going to be, with more combos and more conversations and more subject matter, having to do with the Bears and what's going on, with the Bears right now. I know that they just inked their cornerback, Major Wright, another 4 years, which is awesome. This kid was phenomenal in college. Okay, as a lot of players are. It's hard to make the transition from college to to the NFL. But this kid looks legit. Just like Devin Hester, when he first came into the league, there was something about him that they were like, yo, this kid got something crazy about him. Major Wright has that quality in him. So, and it's really, to all Bear fans, to Bear Fan Nation, just remember it's hard to win football games, okay? It's really hard because you have so many different pieces on the field, Not only do you have the coach has to be respected in order for the players to listen. The players have to know how to work together. You can have superstars on the team, but if everybody don't know how to work together, you're not going to win nothing. Okay? The players have to have enough character to be humble and just look at the Patriots. You know why the Patriots won so many games? Huh? With Belichick? Because they all bought into the same system. They all bought the same ideas that Belichick was giving them. You do it like this, you do it like this, you do it like this, we're going to win. And that's what they did. They all bought into the same formula. They went out there and they killed it. And then you got, not being able to afford certain pieces to the unit. You got Brady taking a pay cut just so he could win more rings. That's the kind of character and formula that we need in the Bears. But hopefully, ownership and management, there always been, people that just, were a little too slow in understanding what it takes to win because, we were horrible for a long time. I've cried in my beers many a night. But yeah, we went to the Super Bowl, and what bothers me the most is that we went to the Super Bowl, we played the Colts. After that year, we haven't been back to the playoffs. We had a Super Bowl team, and then, all of a sudden, no playoffs. That's insane. Look at the Colts. They went to the Super Bowl, they won it, and they've been contenders. They went to the Super Bowl last year. What's that? That's players? No, that's coaching. Okay, that's coaching. That's the whole pie. All right? So remember, bearfannation@hotmail.com. If I said live, please excuse me, because live and Hotmail, it's all the same shit. But it's bearfannation@hotmail.com, all right? Peace out, take care, and remember, Bears are number one.